I'm Caleb Anderson, Doctor of Physical Therapy at Odom Health and Wellness. Musculoskeletal and orthopedic conditions affect millions of individuals every year. It's very important that people are on a consistent home exercise program, and not only to get started, but to progress. Today, I want to show you some simple flexibility, mobility, and stability exercises that will get you back on track faster. All right, our first exercise here is a straight leg raise. So a straight leg raise is a very simple beginning level exercise, but it really tests the quadriceps strength in an individual, and running takes a lot of quadriceps strength as well as other muscles. So Jessica here is going to demo our first exercise. I'm going to ask her to bend this first leg up just like this. I have a 3-pound weight on her ankle. She's going to make sure she keeps her knees straight, and then I'm going to ask her not to push her back down into the table, but actually keep a little arch in her back so she doesn't compensate using her lower back. So Jessica, keeping your knees straight, raise your leg up to my hand and back down. And she's going to go at a moderate pace, not too fast. She's not going to let her leg hit the mat on the way down, and she's going up just parallel to her opposite leg. And we'll typically have people start with 1 or 2 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions with anywhere from no weight to 8 pounds of weight. All right, our second exercise, another open chain exercise, is called the side lying straight leg raise. So this exercise demonstrates how just changing your body position and how you move the weight as it pertains to gravity and the muscles in your body can totally change the difficulty of an exercise. So Jessica's already laying on her side. She's got her bottom leg bent to a little beyond 90 degrees. She's going to work really hard to keep her hip extended, so back towards me and not towards the front. And then she's going to pay careful attention not to let her toes turn up and lead the exercise, but actually more so her heel. So we're going to really try to target the glute med with this exercise, and we'll ask her to go ahead and show us how she does. So she's really tightening the muscles here. She's doing a good job of not letting her foot rotate upward. And what we don't want to see is on the front of the hip when they turn their leg upward. All right, another exercise that we find very important for people trying to remodel and reorganize different scar tissue that they may develop with overuse injuries is what we call a prone eccentric knee flexion bend. So this is a PNF type of stretch, which stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. So Jessica here, she's already laying on her stomach. She's got her knee bent to 90 degrees to start. And I'm going to ask her to pull with her arms, but she's going to at the same time resist with her leg. And slowly, about a 5-second wind up, just go until she feels a good stretch in her quadriceps and in her patellar tendon. And then she'll relax her leg at the end of that, move back to 90 degrees, and then repeat. And things that you really want to pay attention to with this exercise: make sure the leg doesn't deviate out to the side, but that it stays directly behind your hip and your low back. Simple progression. Quickly, if I could ask Jessica to relax her leg, lift up this knee. If we start with the hip a little bit more extended, you'll feel a stretch even quicker in the range. So depending on your flexibility, you may or may not want to include a pillow with this exercise. All right, another key exercise in injury prevention and a good functional assessment is a side step up. So this is considered a closed kinetic chain exercise. So now we're going to start seeing how she controls her body against gravity. Okay, so I'm going to ask her to line her foot up, that's on the box, her right foot, in line with the line on the box. And she'll put her hands up on her waist, and she's just going to go down and tap the floor with her opposite heel, and then go back up. And so what we'll look for here is the angle that is drawn from her hip, her knee, and her foot. Does her knee go inward relative to any of those, or does she keep a good line and have good stability? So if you watch here and you see, we'll ask her to try to keep her knee outward and back up. And if this is a really difficult exercise for you, you can ask, or you yourself can move this opposite leg back a little bit, and then bend and raise. All right, another exercise, a closed kinetic chain exercise to really activate your glutes and really help with knee tracking function, is a single leg deadlift. So many EMG studies have been done that show this is one of the greatest glute activation exercises for those of you out there running or any type of sports that you may do. So Jessica's going to show us, she's going to do it on her left leg. She's going to reach down with her right arm, her left arm's going to come up, and she's going to hinge right here at her hip, and then she's going to come back up and try to lock it in with her glute. She'll go down again. We'll ask that she doesn't bend her back, but keeps a nice arch in it, keeps it flat. And then also her knee will allow a slight bend, but we don't want her to overbend it. And most people will shake a little bit with this because it is a challenging exercise. A lot of people will have tight hamstrings as well, which will limit your ability to go down further. And Jessica's feeling that a little bit right now with this exercise. In a simple progression, I'll give her a 4-pound weight in her right hand, and she's going to go down. And this will just add a little bit more load to that left hip. This is a good safe exercise because the knee really is not moving, but it's really isolating the key muscles in the hip. All right, another key stretch for people with tight hips that really limit their hip mobility and really take a toll on knees over time is a hip flexor stretch. So there's a lot of different variations, but one really good way I'll show you here with Jessica. So Jessica is going to sit on the edge of a table, or if she's at home, it may be a bed or a couch that has a good firm edge. She's going to bring her left knee up to her chest. What that does is lock her into a posterior pelvic tilt, and then you're going to see this leg, she's going to try to relax, and we're going to see how far from the floor, or how far can she really extend her leg. And so just in this position, you can point, Jessica, where are you feeling the most stretch? Are you feeling it kind of in the middle of the quad? Are you feeling it in the front of your hip? Or do you need me to push a little bit?
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So gently push up into my hand with your right leg. 2, 3, 4, and relax. And we'll take that stretch just a little bit further. If you're at home, you can just put a 3 to a 5-pound weight on your ankle. Again, I'll ask you to push up gently with your right leg. 2, 3, 4, and relax. And we'll draw into a little bit more of a stretch. And she should be feeling that there. I hope you found this content really helpful. We hope to keep you active, healthy, and happy this summer, and really the whole year round. So we hope you take these exercises, you can implement them into your daily routine, and that you'll be pain-free soon. So greetings from Odom Health and Wellness.